Hi Aries, thank you so much for clicking on this video. I am Erin Miss Olette, and you are now watching Mystic Miss Olette's Tarot and Astrology. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. So this is a general reading for the month of December 2021 for anyone who has placements in Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. If you are still not certain how to pull a birth chart, check the description box below and I will put in a link for Cafe Astrology where you can put in your birth date, your birth time, and your birthplace, and it will give you your rising, moon, sun, Venus very accurately. So check that out in the description box below. This is a test run. I'm using my DJI Osmo 2, and I just want to make sure that you can see me, you can hear me. I'm not using a mic, so bear with me. It might not be loud enough, but I am trying to project my voice toward the camera so that you can hear me, okay? So this month I'm going to start off with your stars, and then we'll get into your yes or no question, your tarot cards, of course, and an oracle message. And if you check the description box below, you can find links to Amazon that'll take you to the decks that I use. If you do use those links to purchase anything, just know that I'm an affiliate of Amazon and I do earn a small commission on the links. So thank you so much for choosing that if you choose to purchase them that way because you've seen them here first. Thanks. All right, Aries. So today is December 1st, and we have Neptune going direct in Pisces, which Pisces is your 12th house. So I wrote here that, you know, your 12th house is about your subconscious. It's about rest, relaxation, meditation. It's about getting the downloads from spirit. And with Neptune, Neptune is that dreamy illusion planet, but it rules Pisces. So for you, it's going to be a time where you need to lay low and recharge your batteries. You'll probably be working behind the scenes and preparing for new beginnings. Your 12th house is about reflection and retreat. So like I said, a good time to meditate, do some yoga, do some journaling, some scripting, even have a spa day, that type of energy for you. You'll be seeking seclusion during this whole transit of Neptune in Pisces. It'll last to 2025. So you've got at least 3 more years once we hit 2022, right? On December 4th, we are experiencing a total solar eclipse in Sagittarius. So Sagittarius is your 9th house, but it's also a fire sign, so very compatible with you. This new moon, because solar eclipses are usually a new moon, well, this is a new moon, you're going to experience a bold new beginning in your 9th house. So 9th house is about your higher mind, your spirituality, foreigners, foreign travel, long distance travel. So you might have a new beginning in one of these areas. It'll feel like a forced change or a realignment with your life's purpose. Like you could decide to start going to church more, or you could decide to break away from the church. Like it just really, it's that extreme, you know, so you'll have to take it as it resonates with your personal situation because like I said, this is a general reading. But whatever happens at this time is meant to be, and it's part of your life's purpose. So like I said, the 9th house rules your foreigners, foreign places, long distance travel, higher education, the law and legal matters, also religion and spirituality. On December 13th, we've got Mars going into the same house of Sagittarius, your 9th house. So wherever Mars enters into your birth chart or your horoscope, it brings the action. It reminds me of that song. It was like, bring the action. I think it was the Black Eyed Peas with Britney Spears. You might want to check that song out. But anyway, considerable energy will be put into improving your situation. You'll start to put more effort into religious affairs and or your spiritual development. And you might even arrange to have an overseas trip or be physically traveling long distance from where you are. If you're not traveling, you'll be planning to travel. Or if you're not planning to travel, like you don't have the money to travel right now, is a good time to travel in your mind. Meaning open your mind to larger subjects. Maybe learn a foreign language. Maybe start to study a place where you would love to travel to one day. Like Look at Bora Bora. Look at Turks and Caicos. You know, like a lot of different places that maybe you never heard of before, but you want to go. Start to look at it and research it, and watch some YouTube videos at the very least. On December 13th, which is the same day, we've got Mercury going into Capricorn. Capricorn is your 10th house, conjuncting Venus. That means Venus is in the same house. So you'll be thinking about your career. Your 10th house is at the top of your chart. It represents your career, your status in life, how you want to be seen, how others see you. So like I said, you could be thinking about your career or business. There will be more communication required in your career, or you'll just be talking about it more. You might even start to speak with more authority at this time, so be very careful when you're communicating with people in authority, like police or judges, anybody in law enforcement, like even your bosses, your higher ups. Just be careful how you speak, because it's not about what you say, it's how you say it, right? Venus also brings blessings and charm and grace. So with Venus in this area, she'll be blessing you with more money even, or more responsibility. People will come to you more for things. You'll just be more charming. You could even start a work relationship at this time, but be very cautious because Venus goes retrograde in the 10th house on December 19th. And this will directly affect your reputation and your projected identity. So situations may arise that challenge your reputation at this time. Make sure you focus on your skills, your talents and abilities to defend or promote yourself, okay? You may attract a mentor or a guide that will help you refine your image at this time, which would be pretty good. Like if you want to be seen in a certain way, this is a good time to refine your image. Make it what you want it to be. This is also a good time to take a class regarding career development, like take a business class, brush off your business skills while Venus is retrograde. Great time for that. On December 19th, we've got Chiron going direct in Aries, which is your first house. So Chiron is it's the wounded healer planet. So basically you'll be dealing with your wounds regarding yourself, your self-identity. So this is a good time to assert your independence and also honor your unique vision, because Aries, you are a natural leader because you're the first sign in the zodiac. So this is a good time for you to assert your independence. There will be more opportunities that arise to help you establish your leadership or influence over others. So that's why I say you've got this 10th house energy with this first house energy. So you could feel wounded in your first house where maybe you don't feel like, or you have some kind of insecurity around being a leader, around being seen as leadership. But now you'll be able to heal that while Chiron is going direct in Aries, all right? I wrote here, heal unresolved wounds that trigger inadequacy and fear. You might even overcompensate for an insecurity that's related to your sense of identity. So be careful, try not to project insecurity. Try to know, the only way that you can know that you're a leader is you have to believe it in your heart. And so this is the time to really instill that belief into your heart, into your mind, into every cell in your body, that you are a born leader. This is your birthright, and you are here for that. So if you can do that, then you will get through this time, and you'll also be able to see yourself on the other side of it as that leader, as that influencer. But first, you've got to believe it in your heart, in your mind, and see it here in your third eye. Okay, Aries? Alrighty, on December 21st, we've got the Sun going into Capricorn, that same 10th house, conjuncting Mercury and Venus retrograde. So this is a deep focus on how you want to be seen, on your leadership abilities and skills. This is a good time to develop long-term career goals, work on your goals, and also could be a status change. Like you might get married, you might get divorced at this time, because that also represents the 10th house, a change in status. Capricorn traits are reliability, perseverance, maturity, and responsibility, and you'll be taking on these traits in regard to your 10th house. On December 22nd, we've got the North Node going into Taurus. So these are the nodes of the moon. And so there's a North Node and a South Node. So the North Node will be in Taurus, and then directly opposite, the South Node will be in Scorpio. This is your second and your eighth house. So your second house is about your self-worth, once again, instilling those values into your heart and your mind and every cell of your body. And your eighth house is about those subconscious fears. They're going to come to the surface, and you'll be able to deal with them and eradicate them. So I wrote here, stand your ground in the face of adversity. Refuse to be swayed by other people's values or opinions. Relax and stay grounded, and stand firm when others try to knock you down, because like I said, you will be dealing with these subconscious fears that come up. And the eighth house is a really deep house, so some really deep issues could come up, but with Chiron in your first house, it'll be there to help you heal. Okay. And on December 24th, we've got Saturn in Aquarius, which is your 11th house, squaring Uranus retrograde in Taurus, which is that second house again. This is the third time that it has occurred this year, so you'll want to think about what was going on the first week of February, February 7th, and the second week of June, June 14th. This is a tension as our need for freedom and spontaneity clash with the need for structure and stability, because Saturn is all about structure and stability. But it's funny that Aquarius is more of an unconventional, freedom-loving sign, so there's already a clash there. And then Saturn square Uranus. Uranus is the freedom-loving, wanting to break away. So you'll face truths at this time, like whatever comes up, it'll be a wake-up call. If there's a breakdown, you'll have to address it. You might break away from a bad situation, fix what's not working with regard to this 11th house or second house. Your 11th house is about your friends, your network, your hopes, your wishes, your dreams. And your second house, like I said, is about your self-belief, your self-worth, your skills, your talents, your abilities, your value, what you value in your world. So you could lose friends at this time. You could gain friends at this time. You could make investments at this time, or you could be overspending at this time. You really just have to take it as it resonates. Only you know your personal situation. Just know that you're going to experience some tension right before Christmas, okay? On December 29th, we've got Jupiter going into Pisces, which is your 12th house again. So we've got Neptune and Jupiter here. And Neptune is the illusionary, dreamy planet like we talked about before. But Jupiter is the big benefactor planet that wants to expand everything it touches. So in your 12th house, what it's really expanding is your need to get rid of some deep fears and patterns of behavior that no longer serve you. Like it wants to eradicate that for you. Also know that you're being spiritually protected at this time, and you're more connected with your subconscious than you would be at any other time, especially with Jupiter and Neptune here. You'll be overflowing with empathy and compassion, and your desire to help others will be there. You'll be wanting to get involved with charities. Once again, good time for meditation, yoga, journaling, scripting, or any spiritual practice that you believe in and that you want to get a deeper understanding of. Jupiter will be there helping that expand for you. Alrighty, so let's get into your yes or no question. I really hope you can hear me. I'm going to record until and hopefully I'll go back through and just check the sound, but I know that there's a lot of background noise, so we'll see. So think of a question that the answer is yes or no. I'm going to pull a rune from the Book of Runes by Ralph H. Bloom. So this is the Book of Runes. Hopefully you can see it. I'm using my back-facing camera right now today. If the rune is upright, your answer is yes. If the rune is reversed, your answer is no. And then I'll read you the rune message. So go ahead and pause the video if you need to and think of a question, and I'll pull a rune for Aries. What do we need to know for Aries for the month of December 2021? What do we need to know for Aries? Aries. Alright. Aries, I have one between my fingers, so I'm going to pull it for you. Oh my goodness, I pulled this one for myself earlier. So it's opening and it's upright. Yes, it's upright. So your answer is yes. And opening is on page 118. So let's go ahead and get into the message. Let's see, 118. Alrighty, Aries. This rune of opening and renewed clarity, of dispelling the darkness that has been shrouding some part of your life. You are free now both to receive gifts and to know the joy of non attached giving. Kano, that's the name of the room, is the room for the morning of activities, for seriousness, clear intent, and concentration, all of which are essential at the beginning of any endeavor. One of the 13 cycle runes, the protection offered by Kano is this: the more light you have, the better you can see what is trivial and outmoded in your own conditioning. In relationships, there can be a mutual opening up, which you may trigger and set in motion through your awareness that the light of understanding is once again available to you both. Recognize that while on one hand you are limited and dependent, and on the other you exist at the perfect center where the harmonious and beneficent forces of the universe merge and radiate. You are that center. Simply put, if you have been operating in the dark, there is now enough light to see that the patient on the operating table is yourself. So I really like this for you, Aries, and I think it goes a lot along with that 12th house energy with Neptune and Jupiter being in your 12th house, because you're being charged to be the light, right? Your spirituality, even the 9th house energy that you had. You're being charged with being the light for others, being that leader, being that influencer, showing people how to get more spiritually connected, because that's what you will be at this time. And you'll be getting that opening that we were talking about in your 10th house. There's going to be more responsibility. The way that others see you is going to change. A lot of things are going to change for you, but I really believe it'll be really good because of this rune that we just pulled. So let me just go through it again. Recognize that on one hand you are limited and dependent. Because why are you limited and dependent? Because for one, you don't know everything. And for two, you're dependent on other people. In order to be a leader, you need followers, right? You need to have haters, followers, all that. And so you're kind of dependent on that energy to fuel you forward, but you will go forward because Kano means opening, fire, and torch. So you're a fire sign. All the energy that's happening in Sagittarius is another, your sister fire sign. Chiron is in your sign, which is a fire sign. So there's a lot of fire being given to you at this time, Aries. So don't get burned. Don't use your power against others in the wrong way. Know that you, like I said, you are the patient on the operating table. So in order for things to change, you have to change. So don't wish things were better, wish you were better. And I know Jim Rohn said that, but I'm saying it to you. Wish you were better, not things. In order for things to change, you have to change. All right, so be that change that you want to see, Aries. I really love that for you. Alrighty, so let's get into your reading, and I really hope that it's recording because I forgot to put my phone on Do Not Disturb. This month I'm going to use the Villains Tarot deck, the Disney Villains Tarot deck, for your reading. So let's get started. I really hope you can hear me. I'm trying to project my voice as much as possible. So Spirit, Angels, Ancestors, Creator, what messages do we need to know for Aries for the month of December 2021? What messages do we need to know for Aries, December of 2021? Thank you for subscribing to the channel, Aries. I really appreciate you. And make sure that you watch all of your signs, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, so that you get a more thorough horoscope, okay? And if this is not your story, don't try to force it. It's a general message because of that, you know. So if it's not your story, go ahead and give me a fat thumbs up, and then like the video, share the video, comment, and keep it moving. Thank you so much. Alrighty, Aries, your first card out is the Five of Wands. So this is competition. This is about drama. This is just about disagreements. So there could be a lot going on at the beginning of the month or sometime in the month. Like you'll find that people want to argue with you. They, you know, this is part of your healing your self-identity. Because like I said, it's not about what you say, it's about how you say it. So you'll be learning this month to refine the way that you act. Like if you want to be seen in a certain way, then you will change the way that you're seen. You won't be the firecracker firing off at the mouth. You'll actually start to be more reserved. If people want to be combative with you or disagree with you, you can learn to agree to disagree, or you can just learn to say, I don't agree with that, but this is how I would do it. There's different ways of saying things, and I feel like this month you're really going to learn how to deal with other people when it comes to disagreements, arguments, anybody that's competing with you. You're going to really stand out above the competition. We got 3 cards that fell out. What do we need to know for Aries? What's crossing Aries at this time? What's their obstacle or challenge? Aries. Sorry, the cards are kind of sticking together because they're new. What does Aries need to know, Spirit? Aries. Okay, your second card out is the Magician. And since it's your crossing card, this is basically saying you're not, what's the word? You're not manifesting the way that you should manifest things. Alright, so what's crossing you is you're misusing your power, misusing your energy, like I said. Because the upright Magician, he knows his power, he knows his word, he knows what to do with the gifts that he's been given. And I feel like right now you're really struggling with that. It's about your self-identity. And the Magician is the first card in the zodiac, so it represents Aries, okay? Sometimes I say it represents Gemini too, but I'm going to go with Aries right now because, like I said, you're the first zodiac sign. But yeah, it's basically saying a misuse of power. So that's why I was talking about. If you've got people being combative with you or competing with you, you have to learn how to work within that confine and not look like you're overbearing or domineering or manipulative, because this person is a manipulator. He's manipulating energy to get what he wants, but you don't have to do that, because like I said, it's your birthright to be a leader, to shine. Right now you have the light, so if you have the light and you're acting like an ass, then that's how people are going to see you. But if you have the light and you learn how to work within a team but still be the leader, that's where you really shine, Aries. What else do we need to know for Aries for the month of December? What's at the foundation here for Aries? We've got the Nine of Swords. So this is really about your anxiety, a little bit of depression, feeling inadequate, up late at night crying about something. Like, you could have some depression going on. And like I said, it really has to do with the wounded healer, Chiron, moving into your first house. To heal this wound for you, because like I said, right now you don't like how other people see you. I feel like your leadership abilities are not being used the way that they should be being used. And I feel like you're up late at night, you're worried about something, you have a lot of anxiety. You might even be depressed about this because you're all up in your head. And like later on in the month, when we've got Neptune in Pisces and Jupiter in Pisces, you need to withdraw from this energy. Instead of crying at night, you need to start meditating, spending some time with your spirit, because we did talk about a lot of 9th house energy, 12th house energy, and Jupiter and Neptune. And I feel like that's where you're really going to start to heal this energy, like of anxiety, of depression. You'll be able to heal that. So what's in the past for Aries? What's their past influence that we need to know? Show me, Spirit, for Aries, December 2021. For Aries. What messages do we need to know for Aries? Alright, in the past you've got the Knight of Cups. So the Knight of Cups you could be dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. But the Knight of Cups is like that new invitation of love, like somebody coming in to offer you love. So I don't know if you offered your love to somebody, or somebody offered love to you, or even a relationship, because look at Gaston here. Gaston is supposed to be the catch, right? So that could be you or somebody that you really are dealing with, You really wanted love from a person, or somebody really wanted love from you in the past. And I'm not sure, because you got this anxiety and this depression, I'm not sure if they accepted your love. So let's see. What is on Aries' mind for December 2021? What is on Aries' mind for December 2021? What is on Aries' mind for December of 2021? We've got the Page of Swords. So the Page of Swords could be a Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. This is air energy. Usually the Page of Swords is stalker energy. So somebody could be watching you. You could be watching somebody. Like, I forgot this cat's name, Lucifer, I think, right? And so basically this is about learning from your mistakes, also forging a new path, so maybe whoever that you wanted to give love to didn't return the love, and so now you're just watching them, or they're watching you, but I feel like it's you, because you got this depressed energy at the bottom of your reading. The Page of Swords, like I said, also could be forging a new path. Like, whatever did happen in the past, you're moving past that and moving on to something else. You'll get another chance to pounce on it again, like the little cat Lucifer. What is in the future for Aries, Spirit? What is in the future for Aries? Like I said, you could be learning something new too. Let's look at it all together. So you got two cards. I'm going to take the one that was on top though. So the Moon. The Moon card. You could be dealing with a Cancer. Alright, and we had Cancer before. But I feel like you're all in your emotions. Like, the Moon is a very emotional card. And it could also represent that total solar eclipse that we're having. Like, because of this Moon that's coming to shake things up. It's coming to change things. Like, however you feel about it, your feelings are gonna change things. So the Moon could also represent your mother, or a motherly energy. It could represent deception, because there's a dark side of the Moon. So there's things that you don't know, but you will know at the time of the total eclipse on the 4th. Or it might even take you to the next moon, which I don't even think we wrote down the next moon. Let me see. No, we didn't. Like, normally there's a new moon and then a full moon. So I don't have the full moon energy written down. Let me see. And so, yeah, I'll have to go back through that. But it could be the next full moon you'll experience a change, because the moons represent a cycle. And so there's something that's happening that's making you very emotional, all up in your feelings. And like I said, it could be Neptune and Pisces as well, because like I said, it's just an emotional time for you, and you're supposed to be withdrawing so that way you can deal with these emotions. Like I said, you've got depression and anxiety here, and then you all up in your feelings. Like, you're gonna be all up in your feelings this month of December. And like I said, it doesn't look that great. It looks like, you're up in your feelings because things are not how you want them to be. But of course they're not, because you have a lot of 12th house energy. And 12th house is all about not acting. It's about actually setting intentions. It's about doing your affirmations. It's about seeing things in your mind's eye before they can actually manifest. So if you're up in your feelings, that means that you're just you're either trying to feel those affirmations so you can feel your way to where you need to be, or you could be doing the opposite thing, which is just feeling it and making things harder on yourself, because if you start to feel like, oh, I'm not who I want to be right now, then it takes you longer to get where you're going. So you really have to use your feelings to affirm yourself. Like, I am a leader. I am in charge. This is my birthright. I'm a natural born leader. I have great leadership skills and abilities. Like, people see me however you want to be seen. Like, you really have to, like, write those affirmations down and say them with feeling from the heart. Like, you have to believe it, like I said, with your astrology stars. If you don't believe it, nobody's going to believe it for you, right? So how does Aries see themselves right now for December of 2021? How does Aries see themselves for 2021? Aries. Okay, So you see yourself as the Six of Swords. And the Six of Swords is all about moving away from a situation, moving away from turbulence into calmer waters. So maybe, like I said at the beginning, you've got all this competition, all this disagreement, all this drama. You're trying to move away from that. You're not sticking around for that with the Six of Swords, okay? You might even have to make a physical move, like whether you move houses or move away, but somehow you're going to be making some moves to get away from the anger and the angst. How do other people see Aries for December of 2021? How are other people seeing Aries? They're seeing you as the Three of Wands. So like I said, the Three of Wands is like waiting for something. So people are seeing that you're waiting. You're being patient. You're being patient with others. You're being patient with yourself. But you're waiting, And even in this waiting, it could be you're still making moves, like moving away from the anger and the angst. But people see you waiting. You're waiting for something. And I really feel like you're waiting on spirit because, like I said, with the 12th house energy, it's time for you to draw it in to, or even get the downloads from spirit. And once you get those downloads and everything moves into Aries, then you can act. You can't act from Pisces. You can't act from the 12th house. So what is in Aries' hopes and fears for December of 2021? What is Aries hoping for December of 2021? Aries, what are you hoping for December of 2021? Or what are you fearing? Aries, show me. Alright, we've got the Queen of Wands. So here you are, Aries, fire sign. This could be Aries, Leo, Sag, but I really feel like it's you. Even if you're a man, this could be the King of Wands. The cards are androgynous, but with the Queen of Wands, you just want your passion back. You want the fire, and the fire is coming. You just got the room showing you the fire. Like, you just want yourself back. You just want to feel like yourself, and it's coming. It's coming for you. You're just in a waiting period right now. But it's coming for you, okay? And you want your charisma back, your passion. You want to feel like an Aries, like you normally feel. Right now, you feel more like a Pisces with the emotions and the water, And what's the outcome for Aries for the month of December 2021? Show me what is the outcome for Aries for December 2021. Oh, wow, that's like 5 cards. And then one tried to fall out. Let's pull it again. Aries, what do we need to know for Aries for the final outcome for December of 2021? What message do we need to know for Aries? Aries, what messages do we need to know? The cards are being a little secretive, and then we have 10 fall out. What do we need to know for Aries? What's their final outcome for the month? Hopefully we get a really good card. Look, we got the Two of Cups. So the Two of Cups fell out. This is like soulmate energy, partnership energy. It could also be self-love. So you'll have to take it as it resonates. If there is somebody coming into your life, like I said, this Knight of Cups energy that you were probably depressed about, that maybe they didn't accept your cup of love at the time, it looks like they're coming back around. Like you've got a soulmate coming into your life. And it might not be at the end of December. It could be in, the cups usually represent days, So, like I said, it could be 2 days from now, 2 weeks from now, 2 months from now. The cups usually represent days, but I just feel like there's going to be a lover that comes in like a soulmate. Somebody is coming in, and you're going to feel, like I said, maybe you're drawing them in with your emotion, but you could be manipulating the situation too with the Magician. So I just want you to kind of be aware of your energy right now, Aries. Like right now, like I said, you're really probably combative. You're probably slick with your little tongue and everything. And then you got these emotions, but you've got love coming into your life. So make sure that you treat people right, especially your lover, right? And make sure that it's what you really want. Like, don't settle. Because this energy looks like settling energy. Because like I said, you got this anxiety and depression. It's like you're shooting from the hip to try to bring this lover in. And you don't even really feel like yourself right now. and somebody comes in, and if you're still broken when they come in, then this won't last. But I want it to last for you, so I'm telling you to take this time to heal yourself, because this lover might come in and help you heal. If that's what you're looking for, if that's what you really want. All right, so I love that for you. Let's go ahead and get into your oracle message. I'm going to go ahead and clear the cards. So Aries, you had a lot going on, and it could be just me, because I'm trying to get these readings done, and I'm trying to do a different way. So it could just be me, could be picking up on my energy, but I feel like it's really you, Aries. Like right now, you're a little bit out of sorts. You're not yourself with all this Piscean energy. Like you want the fire, but you're dealing with a lot of water. Okay, so this month I'm gonna use the Hip Hop Queens Oracle deck. Let's go ahead and pull 2 cards. This is a new deck that came out, so if you want to check it out, I'll leave the Amazon link below in the comments. And we're going to pull 2 cards and see what Aries needs to know for the month of December. Sorry, my nose is running. Aries, what messages do we need to know for Aries for December of 2021? For Aries, what messages do we need to know for Aries? Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, angels, ancestors, and spirit guides. What messages? Oh, there's 2 cards that came out, so we're going to go ahead and take them. All right, the first card out is Jean Grey, which is versatility. And I don't know who Jean Grey is, but I'll read the message for you. Versatility. And we got Nicki Minaj. Hey, leadership. So what did I say? You guys are born leaders, right? And you need to be versatile. You need to learn how to work within the team. Not just being a brash leader like, this is what it is, this is what I said. No, you need to learn how to kind of finesse your followers, because followers will follow you if you know how to influence them the right way. And so let's read what Jean Grey says. So Jean Grey says, much like Jean Grey, she switches up her style. Her card is asking the same of you. If you're in a creative rut, there are ways to spark a new zest for life and renewed interest in self-discovery. Take up a new hobby or start journaling. Hey, didn't I say that already? There are many ways to diversify your life portfolio, and now is the time to channel your own inner genius. It's there, but maybe dormant. Ring the alarm and wake it up already. So like I said, you're supposed to be bringing in the energy that you want to see. Like, of course, you're not going to see it in the physical right now because everything is in Pisces. So the energy is behind you, at your back. And so what you need to do at that time is let spirit fill you with what it is. And then you ruminate in your mind on, let me see how, not really how, but what would it look like if I were this, if I were doing this? What would it look like? What would I feel like? Where would I be? You answer all the other questions except how, and then spirit will back all that with and give you a how once everything moves into Aries. Then we've got Nicki Minaj, which this is the first time I pulled Nicki Minaj, so let's just see what it says. All right, Nicki Minaj. The Nicki Minaj card is telling you to lead the way. You may be used to taking cues from someone else, but what happens when there's no one to report to? You can't always rely on second and third opinions when choosing certain walks in life. This time, it's all you and your gut instinct. Be like Barbs and take charge. Be like Barbs and take charge. Let experience be your compass. Some may challenge your steps forward, but guess what? You're not here to please them. March to the beat of your own super bass and keep believing that you will get the job done. So that's probably your channel song for this month, right? The super bass. That boom, ba-doom, boom, boom, ba-doom, boom, bae. Boy, you got that boom, ba-doom, boom, boom, ba-doom, boom, bae. So that is your reading, Aries, for the month of December. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you next month in the January 2022 horoscopes. Make sure that you check all the information below in the description box. Like, share, and subscribe. And I appreciate all those who are my new subscribers. Thank you, and thank you to my returning subscribers. Peace and namaste.